Hi, everybody. It is Friday, November 18th, and yeah, I know I haven't done a video in a while because I've had, for the most part, I've had kind of radio silence from where I'm getting information from. But over the last week, in particular, yeah, I've been getting a lot of really cool information. I mean, let's just do a little bit of recap here as far as where we're at. But what it boils down to is there's a bunch of us out there, and they used to call us conspiracy theorists, whereas it's changed to people with spoiler alerts now. But we've been sort of catching on what's been going on. Uh, Basically, the world is well, it's run by criminals. Is what we've been kind of noticing, and it's just like things are not adding up. Things just don't make sense. History is different than what we're told. We're being lied to constantly. We're being played. We're being farmed. So we've been waking up, uh, and some of us have been figuring it out for years, for decades, and some of us have only been starting to figure it out in the last 10 years, and then some people the last 5 years. Um, so where we're at right now is, uh, I know we've all heard that term of where we go one, where we go all, is we're trying to get everybody to wake up to what's going on because we're okay, this is going to sound woo-woo again, but we live in a free will matrix, sort of. So it's like we're all meant to make decisions and co-create this reality. I know that's going to sound weird. Uh, I mean, that's the bigger picture, but when we kind of boil it down to what's happening right now is, well, we're all trying to help each other wake up because we are sort of making this reality. The people that are controlling us know that, so that's why they've been taking control. They're controlling our psyche, our consciousness, to create a world for them. But the people that picking up on what's going on, like which is us, we're kind of figuring it out. It's like, wait a minute, all these people that we thought were the elite or these, corrupt political people, they're controlling us, and they've been. First of all, I mean, let's face it. Take for instance the elections. They've been rigged for decades. I mean, probably a lot longer than that. But I'm just saying we're waking up to that. It's like, who put these people in place is what we're thinking, and why are they doing such crazy things? And why are we going to war? And why are we using raw materials wrong or whatever, energy and things like that? And why is it that when someone comes up with a better way to do it, there's suddenly that idea is silenced and you never hear from that person again, and whatever. It's just ongoing. I mean, if you can sort of start figuring it out if you follow the money, but it's actually way bigger than that. It's about controlling the world population, and that was what they're trying to do. They're trying to get our population down so we're more controllable. Whatever. It's a huge long story. I'm just trying to give you kind of a synopsis of what's been going on, but also the latest intel. What I've been getting lately is, for us that have been waking up, we figured it out years ago, and we were trying to figure out ways of telling people, like, wake up, our politicians are corrupt, our judicial system is corrupt, you know, there's corruption even in the police force, whatever, just there's corruption everywhere. Um, so, but and when you follow these stories, you find out that, yeah, all these people that have been blowing the whistle for years, they're either taken out or they're silenced or they're told that they're crazy, and because the way they've been controlling us is through finances, political, you know, pretty much every institution we can think about. They've made sure that they have a person that's going to follow this narrative, whether they're blackmailed into that position or they're paid to be in that position. And this is global. This is around the world. So when we started to, I'm saying we, but I'm just saying when the good guys, or all of us that are sort of waking up, decided to do something about this and change it, we realized it was going to be a long process. And this has started, as far as I know, probably back in the 50s, maybe 60s, in the United States in particular. And there's a group, I mean, they're called the letter Q now, but I'm just saying there was kind of a group that was trying to dismantle this world cabal or control system, which was heading for the one world order. They've been basically working behind the scenes to try to dismantle it. So, and as crazy as it seems, like all this stuff, like for instance, we've got bases on the moon, we're already living on Mars, like all this stuff. It's true. All this has been hidden history from us, and Tesla was right. We've got free energy. We can tap into it and all this stuff, but they're not gonna let us have that, because obviously we're not controllable if we have all these things or start knowing the truth. We start asking, what's going on. And as far as the UFO thing, yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously we're not the only beings in the universe, so we've already kind of figured that out. As much as they've tried to say there's no such thing and whatever. So it's kind of like, so where do we go from here? Once we start waking up, it's like, well, then how are we going to get everybody else to wake up? And the importance of that, like I said, is, I know this is going to sound crazy. Well, you guys will understand it better years from now, especially when there's documentaries about what we've been going through. But we're liberating Earth, and we are all connected to this matrix. We are co-creating it, and that's why if we wake up, things will absolutely turn on a dime almost, if we can get our sovereignty back. And that's kind of what this whole thing is all about. So where we're at right now, and what they've been telling me is, we took the slow route. Because, I mean, all of us that all woke up years ago, we're all like, just rip the Band-Aid off. Tell everybody what's going on. All these politicians are bad. Arrest them. Let's change things overnight, But even myself, I'm starting to realize human beings don't like to change. We don't. We get really settled in our ways, and not only do we not like to change, we don't want to change quickly. We'd rather do it slowly. So the people that have been helping us, and I'm talking even off-worlders assisting us with this, which is part of us. Anyway, it's a long story, but they've decided to do a slow wake-up. So that's kind of where we're at right now. As much as this is frustrating, and what they've been doing is they've been kind of arresting people behind the scenes and then putting replacements, whether you call them a clone or an actor that's playing the part of these politicians, to keep the narrative going, because they realize they want people to see what's going on. Because you can tell them what has been going on, but if they actually see the corruption for themselves, they'll start figuring it out. So that's kind of what they've been doing. So we've been doing this long wake-up version of, and they've been exaggerating. They've been letting these characters do crazy things to, like, come on, guys, this is like so over the top wrong. If you haven't figured it out by now, I don't know what it's going to take. So that's kind of where we're at. They're exaggerating what we're going through, but they also understand that we've been going through this for thousands of years. I know that's hard to believe, but we've been reincarnated, we've been looped over and over again. Anyway, Earth itself has been captive for thousands of years, so we're trying to free this without the interference of our free will. So in other words, we have to choose to wake up, and that's kind of what they're doing, is they're stretching out, going the slow route, because they want people to want to wake up. Like us that are awake, we're going, you guys, look with your eyes, can't you see what's going on? But if they don't get it yet, they do, like I said, they just decide to stretch it out and then do a slow wake up. But even at that, there's kind of a time limit. They can only do it for so long. and then they're going to end the suffering. Basically, they're going to break us free. We're going to do a jailbreak, and I keep getting, and there's no confirmed dates because this is all still in motion. This freedom operation. They're basically testing things out to see, okay, well, if this is working, let's keep waking them up. Let's show them this. Let's exaggerate that. Whatever it takes to wake them up. But they've kind of told me, my guides, that it should be over by the end of this year. So, I mean, that's all I can say. I'm hoping that something really big is going to happen to really shake everybody up. Probably by December. I don't know when. I'm not going to put a date on anything. But I know that this is coming. And I would say, just like if you haven't picked it up by now, like the sleepy people out there, if you haven't woke up to what's going on, it's almost like ready or not, here it comes. So it'll be some sort of event, and there might be the EBS going on. I don't know for sure. I'm not privy to that information, but I get the gist of what's going on, and that's why all of us are posting whatever we can to just like, you guys, look what's going on. So, and it's working. Not only are we going to win this one, because we passed that tipping point 2 years ago. It's the control system here on Earth. They're losing big time, and they're losing everything. So it's over for them. So it's about just playing this out for the rest of us to kind of wake up. That's kind of where we're at right now. I mean, I can go on and on and on, which I will. I'm going to explain this a lot more in detail in the future, but I'm still told to just keep it simple for now, because there's just too much for everybody to wrap their heads around. So that's just my small little update for now, that we're still on track. We got this thing wrapped up. It's about waking everybody else up, waking all the people up to what's really going on. So anyway, that's just my short little video for today. So look forward to a bunch of real awesome truth exposures coming, and it's gonna shock a lot of people, but it's necessary. Okay, that's my update for now. Talk to you later.